had a rainy weekend, but the sun's come out, so we're going to venture out and we're going to show you something really different today. We're really excited about this because this is the sort of thing that gets us going.
Definitely.
And if we had the money, we wouldn't be sharing this with you. We'd have got this ourselves for sure. Following on from our last video about, you know, finding new properties and getting you more in that game, absolutely it's something we can do, but we would really like to stand out a little bit from the crowd, right? Because there's so many agents in the country and all of them, they all sort of really know their areas, so we were not going to ever pretend we know another area, and we're going to focus on what we know. But we really kind of want to have a niche in unusual properties, things that are kind of rare or unique, or
the things that we scout out and just go, wow,
yeah,
that's awesome.
Because obviously if you just want a house, and there's lots of people that can get you a house, and we can still get you a house, but if you want something unusual, we know, we go driving, we find places everywhere. So whether they're for sale or not, or whether they're even legal or not, we don't know yet.
But that's the bit that we like finding out.
Yeah. Grab the attention of people that are a bit like us, a bit crazy, but maybe with a bit more money, okay? Because they can take on these kind of renovation projects. You've got to think grand designs in terms of kind of kookiness, madness, not necessarily budget, but people that really want to invest in something. Now, obviously out here, you're going to find that there's a cap. You can't buy an abandoned building, spend 200 grand on it and sell it for $500,000. It's not going to happen because everywhere's going to be capped, you know. Maybe in 10, 20 years time, who knows?
Yeah, unless it was in the city or something like that. But
there's no point, yeah.
But rurally, yeah, everything's got a cap.
So don't put a golden toilet in because it ain't going to help you out down the line. However, if you want a project for a forever home or a holiday home or a really cool Airbnb or something, then we can seriously find some gems out there. And another thing that's really exciting, which we haven't talked about yet, we were approached last year by a TV company. We're not allowed to say yet the name or anything like that. They've done some filming with us.
Can we say the channel?
I don't know. No. Maybe.
Channel 4.
Channel 4. And they've been approaching a few people out in Bulgaria, so we know that a few people know about it already, following our journey and stuff. So that's a couple of years in the making, so we're not going to really talk about it much. However, if they're obviously really keen to focus on Bulgaria and people doing projects. So if you are interested in doing some kind of amazing reno project, and we maybe find the amazing building for you, we can also connect you to the producers, and maybe they can follow you do this amazing project, which we're going to show you today. Is there's lots of old schools, there's lots of abandoned schools, and it's kind of becoming a little bit of a trend, and I think it's the next trend. Like, first of all, you had your French chateaus, and that's kind of done now, isn't it? Everyone's done the French chateau. Come on guys, move on to the old Bulgarian schools. And the one we're going to show you today, it's really good because it's smaller in comparison to a lot of them.
That seems to be the main issue.
Yeah.
Is that a lot of these schools are absolutely vast.
Yeah.
You know, you're talking 400 or 500 square metres.
Right. And heating that is going to be hard. Obviously, you'd live in
not even just heating, replacing a roof, doing all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's just mega money.
Yeah.
So finding the smaller properties in the smaller villages is a little bit of it's like a needle in a haystack.
Yeah.
But we have found one.
Yeah, so we're going to show you that today, and we'll stop rambling on now so we don't make this video too long, because we want to focus on the property, focus on the area, and also save our camera battery.
here we are. Very, very cool building. It's definitely a project, as you'll see by this video, but it could just be the most awesome place. I've got a feeling it's about 100 square metres, maybe a little bit more. I'll take some measurements, try and do a floor plan, and I'll work it all out. The price for this property, with its land, is 15,000 euros. If this is what you're looking for, it's just stunning. It's so cool. It's an old agricultural school, or college even, and yeah, it's on the smaller side. It's on the smaller side of schools, which makes it much more obtainable for people to do a renovation. So I'm going to start with what's essentially like a basement or cellar. If I can get through, it's very overgrown here, and that is actually what has caused most of the damage in this property. But I'll go into that. So here we go. It's I say a small room. I'd say it's 4 metres by 3 metres. All made of stone. Absolutely beautiful stonework. Really is lovely. And you can see above me the beams in great condition here. So from the small basement I was just in, I'm going to go to what would be the main entrance. Lovely stone stairs here going up, very grand. Now up here there are some dates. I believe it says either 1910 or 1916 there, and it explains that it was an agricultural college. So let's go in. Now I'm going to start on the left hand side, so as you enter you turn to the left. We'll go into a very large room here, which is above the basement that we were just in. The ceiling heights here are, wow, 5 metres maybe. I'll double check. Most of this floor, wooden floor, could be salvaged, along with the windows. I'm not saying every piece, but a lot of this can be salvaged. Absolutely stunning. And this cabinet, I've got a feeling that it's upside down, but it's just so cool. Absolutely amazing. But yeah, really, really huge room here. This could be divided into 3 rooms, I would say. So from the large room, let's go in again. This is the hallway where I came in from the right. Now this would have been a stage, which is where the teacher would have sat. So the teacher would have been up here on this platform overlooking the classroom. Now, I don't know how much of this is salvageable. A lot of the floor has gone. The ceiling's got to come out. Lovely wide boards up there though. Be able to use those for something else, just maybe not in place here. And then we go into the largest room, which is about twice the size of the one before. But as you can see, we need an entirely new roof. I would say, in all honesty, you would need to do a new roof in the entire building. Last time I was here, this structure was actually still up in the wall. So it's a real shame. The weather is going to take this if somebody doesn't save it. That's a real shame. The entire back wall, all the way from floor to ceiling, is made out of stone. Lovely and thick. So all of this render could be taken away and just reveal all of the stone there. It'd be an absolutely wonderful structure. And again, ceiling heights from the floor to this point is around 5 meters. And if you wanted to, you could open it all the way up to the roof once it's replaced. It would be monstrous. You've got enough space in here to do a mezzanine floor, add a second floor, same in the other room, which would in turn double the footprint of this building. It's really unfortunate that the building has got into this state. I do believe a lot of the damage has been due to the overgrowth of all of the trees here. It's essentially turned into a mini forest, and yeah, with the wind, the snow, falling branches, it's just destroyed the roof. Hello.
Here he is.
You having fun in the woods?
There is the most amazing trail. Goes up. Well, we'll have to take you up through the woods, and then there's a field where someone's built a swing in the tree, and it's the
really?
most incredible views up there.
Oh, let's go and have a look.
Yeah. I think there's something really beautiful about these old, amazing, abandoned, derelict buildings. I mean, come on, derelict. Our name's Derelict Dream, right? Who wants a finished house?
Some people, but not us.
Not us. Right, Hudson, we're going to take them up through the trees.
You're gonna go show me?
Yeah. So this trail comes, we need to find out exactly what's part of the land, but this trail runs all the way up. Oh, okay, this is the end of the plot because it's where the stone walls meet. However, this track runs through what I imagine the rest of this is public. So just past where the land ends, this is kind of the track up through. I'm about halfway up. Actually, I'm going to go a bit further. If I come back round, look at that. That's great. Come on, little man. You can do it. You can do it.
Really, it's an area for holiday homes and people with quite a lot of money commuting to the city. Because we're only, what was it, 18 minutes, 19 minutes?
Literally, I can't believe how close we are to the city, but yet you feel so rural.
It feels like we're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
There was so many rivers that we passed.
Oh, it was really lovely, yeah.
We'll try and get some footage if we can stop.
We'll show clips.
Yeah.
Coming through the clearing. Wow. Just look at this. There was our little swing.
Wow.
I told you it was nice.
And this is in Windsor.
I know.
It's all green.
And look at the swing, Daddy.
Oh, that's so cool. Say cheese. It's not poo. It's not poo, it's mud. Wow, those views were incredible. Just trying to imagine what it'd be like in the summer or the spring. So I'm now walking back down to the property and just trying to think of a few other things that I can say. I mean, it's pretty obvious that it's not somewhere that's livable. obviously. It's going to take a lot of work, big undertaking, but it could just be the most magical place. 2 minutes behind the property is the views where I just was. 2 minutes in front of the property, there's a huge river. If you've got dogs or like walking, this place is awesome. The property's electric has been cut off, but there is a point here. So getting that reinstated would be really simple. It's just a matter of making a phone call and opening the account again. There's municipal water. There's also a well. And there's a communal well. And from what I recall, we're around 400 metres above sea level here. I love it. I mean, it's huge on sort of house standards, but on school standards, it's on the smaller sides. So anybody wanting to do that kind of thing, this place could really work. You wouldn't have to spend 200,000-300,000 to get this place done.
So you may have heard a dog barking in the background of this video, and that does happen a lot in the property tour videos. And I know it's an issue for people with dogs barking. Firstly, they're everywhere in Bulgaria, and secondly, they're only barking because they can hear us. So when we first moved into our house, the neighbours dogs were going crazy, but then once they get to know that you live there and they know your voices every day, then they stop. So actually, if you live here, it's not a problem. It's just because we're visiting and they're thinking, who are these strange Brits in our space?
This is, it's so much bigger than I thought. The larger room is actually over 9 metres by 6 metres, over 6 metres. Absolutely vast space. And what did I find out? Yeah, the potential height. So if you went up into the eaves of the roof, once you've redone it, would be 6.5 metres. So you could certainly divide that into 2 floors, which, as I said earlier in the video, would double the space here.
Final thoughts.
See, I've been here before, so
yeah,
what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's amazing. Obviously, every time we see something else, we get really jealous and we're like, oh, we really want it, and we don't want to share it because we think, oh, maybe one day we'll have a lottery win and we can. Not that you need a lottery win to do it up, but
it'd be helpful
for us. We would.
Yeah, it'd be very helpful.
But it's such a lovely location. You feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, but it's literally a 21-minute drive to Veliko Tarnovo. So
that's the centre.
That's really close, and obviously, yes, it needs some major works. If it had a roof, this would be like 50 grand.
Oh, for sure.
Sure.
There's houses in the area that are 6 figures.
Is there?
Yeah.
What he found in the road. He's saying it's a pregnant female, so he's taking it back on the side of the road. We are not taking it home. No, taking it home. Put it back. So we'll put together a bit of information, link below in the description, just so you can see the location. We'll just itemise out what we know about the property. And
on the website.
Yes. And did you say anything yet about change of use?
No, I haven't actually.
So we believe, and again, we need to get the exact information, but you would probably have to apply for change of use to residential, as it was educational building.
Yeah, but it's already under regulation.
Yes.
And there's already a building.
Yes.
So I believe, we'll double triple check, but I believe the process will be pretty simple.
So we've just left the village, and it's a few houses. It's quite small, but it's got a shop/bar, small one. There's a little kooky little sculpture shop.
Yeah, there's quite a few sculptures.
There's a guy that clearly makes metal and woodworking sculptures. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It's a really quirky little place. It's nice.